Okay, dear students, today we have this problem. A stone is dropped into a well and sound of it striking the water is heard in 4 to 9 seconds. If the velocity of the sound is 352.8 meter per second, find the depth of the well. So question is this one. So let's write, there is one pond. So this is pond. And a stone is dropped from this position. So from this position, stone is dropped over here. So U is equal to 0. So कुनै एउटा सडन पोजिसनबाट ड्रप गरेको अवस्थामा its initial velocity will be 0, as you know that. And it is sound of its striking the water is heard in 4/9 seconds. स्टोन यो पोजिसनबाट ड्रप गर्दा र यहाँबाट माथि जाँदा यो दुईटा टाइम छ यसमा चाहिँ एउटा चाहिँ स्टोनको टाइम टेकन बाइ स्टोन, अनदर वान इज टाइम टेकन बाइ साउन्ड. सो दिस विल बी 4/9 seconds. यो यहाँबाट ड्रप गर्दा र माथि जाँदा अब यहाँ कुनै एउटा पोजिसनमा मान्छे छ भने त्यो मान्छेले खसल्दा र त्यो साउन्ड त्यहाँसम्म पुग्दा लाग्ने टाइम टोटल टाइम इज 4/9 seconds. यो टोटल टाइम हो. And if the velocity of the sound is, the sound को velocity चाहिँ हाम्रो यो छ भने त्यति बेला well को हाम्रो depth निकाल्नु पर्ने छ. र G is provided over here. So we can solve this question by let small t is the time taken to reach, time taken by stone to reach the pond, and capital T be the time taken by sound. हामीसँग दुईटा टाइमको कुरा छ. यदि हामीले स्टोन यो पोजिसनबाट पन्डसम्म ड्रप गर्यो भने त्यति बेला लाग्ने टाइमलाई स्मल टी लेखेका छौँ र यहाँबाट स्ट्राइक भइसकेपछि यहाँबाट रिटर्न जाने जुन साउन्ड छ यो पोजिसनसम्म त्यो साउन्डलाई हामी साउन्डले लिने टाइमलाई हामी क्यापिटल टी भनेका छौँ. सो बाई क्वेसन or given, so small t plus capital T is equal to 4/2/9 seconds. So this is the question. So if you multiply this one, then this will be 9 4s are 36. 36 plus 2 means it is 38. So it will be 38/9 seconds. So this is the total time taken by stone plus time taken by sound. So stone is dropped over here. Now also, since stone is dropped from this position to a pond, that's why we can apply the formula H. Now here is we have to find the depth of the well here. So we can find out. We can suppose it by H also. Let H be the depth of the well. The well को depth ला हामीले H मानेका छौं. So H is equal to UT plus half GT square. So this is the formula to find the depth of the well. But if the stone is dropped from this position, its value will be 0. So write down it will be 0 and 1/2 times. The value of G is also provided. So write down the value of G, 9.8 times small t square. So it is same because we don't know the value of t over here. So if you cut down this and this, then it will be 4.9 t square. So this is the value of H. And also if you find out the value also, H is equal to height is equal to or distance covered by body means it is velocity into time. So velocity into time, it is the distance covered by sound. So it will be velocity into time. So this is the formula of distance is equal to velocity into time. Velocity into time, this is the formula, and we can substitute the value of over here. So u means velocity of sound is here, so it is 352.8 capital T. Capital T is unknown, so leave it, just we can copy this one. So 352.8 times capital T, but we know that now we can equating this value and this value. So write down h is equal to 4.9 t square is equal to 352.8 times capital H. So now we can find out the value of capital T from here. So value of capital T is equal to 4.9 t square divided by this term. If you take this one here, 352.8, then we can cut down this, and then we get, so this implies capital T is equal to this one, t square divided by this and this. If you cut down, then it will be 72. So you can solve by using calculator. So capital T is equal to t square divided by 72. So in this way, we can find out the value of capital T. Now we can substitute this value of T in this position. So here we can substitute, this is the given or provided information. If we put the value of T over here, then we get the small t. So let's find out the small t from this equation. So we can suppose it for 1. It is equation 1. Let us suppose this is the equation 1 and substituting the value of t in this equation. Now let's find the small value of small t. Now we can use from equation 1. So here is t plus capital T is equal to 38/9 second. So find the value, substituting the value of t, capital T over here. T plus capital T means it is t square by 72. So this is the value of capital T, which one is just proof that we already proved that value capital T को value भर्खरै हामीले prove गरेका थियौं यहाँ. So T is equal to t square by 72 and this is 38/9. So if you take LCM over here, now 72 times t, it is t, and t square is equal to upon 72 is equal to 38 divided by 9. So this is the term after taking LCM over here. So if you 9 8s are, so we can cut down this 9 8s are 72, and if you cross multiply, then it will be t square plus 72t and 8 into 31. This one how much is equal to 0. 8 8s are 64. Now 8 3s are 24. 24 and 6 304. If you take into this side, then it will be minus. सबै टर्मलाई हामी क्रस मल्टिप्लाई गरौँ र यताको टर्म यता ल्याउँ. We will get this one. So if you factorize this term, then it will be 304. So we have 304. So 2 15s are 2 2s are 2 7s are 14, 2 6s are 12, 2 3s are 6, 2 8s are 2 19s are. So 19 is the prime number. So we can 2 to the 4 to the 8 to the 16, 16 and 19. It will not be correct. So find two numbers, 19 to the 38, 2 to the 4 to the 8, 38 and 8, how much? So it is not also correct. So if you factorize this 304, then we get this term. And here 19 to the 38, 38 to the 76, 2 to the 4. So it will be 72. If you subtract 4 from 76, then it will be 72. So look at once, 72 means this one is 76t minus 40. So we have two number over here, 76 and 4. And after factorizing this one, we can write down, and 304 is same. Now we can take out t common from these two terms, t plus 76. And here we can take out 4 common. So it will be 3 plus 76, and we can write down t minus 4 in one bracket and t plus 76 is another bracket, so it will be 0. So from this we can get t is equal to 4 or t is equal to minus 76. So minus 76 is rejected. It is impossible or not possible because time is never negative. So always time is taken as positive. So it is rejected, and our required time is 4 seconds. So this 4 seconds is the appropriate time to be taken by stone. Stone ले यो स्टोन यहाँबाट ड्रप गर्दा यहाँसम्म लाग्ने टाइम भनेको हाम्रो 4 सेकेन्ड छ. सो यसको आधारमा हामी के निकाल्न सक्छौं, डेप्थ अफ द वेल निकाल्न सक्छौं. सो हेन्स or so h is equal to, we have 4.9 t square. So we have this result, जुन रिजल्ट हामीले पहिले अगाडि निकालिसक्यौं, 4.9 t square. So in this equation, if you substitute the value of t, so appropriate timetable is, time taken is 4, that's why it is 4 square. And if you solve it, then we'll get some results. So 4.9 into 16. So 4.9 into 16 means 6 9s are 54, carry over 5, 6 2s are 6 4s are 24, 24 and 5 29, and 1 9s are 1, 1 4s are 4. So 4 8, 4 2 6 and 1 7. So 78.4. So required answer is 78.4 meter. So total height attained by this stone to the pond is this one, 78.4 meter. So it is the depth of the well according to the question. So we have already supposed it as h is the depth of the well. That's why it is the depth of the well. It is 78.4 meter deep, and where we can throw the stone from certain position and we can find out this solution. Okay, we have this question now. Now let's see, or let's understand what is the question. 3 particles are simultaneously projected. हामीसँग 3टा पार्टिकल छ, दुईटैलाई प्रोजेक्ट गरिएको छ. कहाँबाट भन्दा from the height h1, h2 and h3 above the ground with velocities this and this, u1, u2 and u3 respectively. हामीसँग फालिने हाइटहरु एउटा सर्टन ग्राउन्डबाट डिफरेन्ट हाइटमा 3टा पार्टिकल हाम्रो प्रोजेक्ट गरिएको छ. velocity with different velocities u1, u2 and u3 respectively, and all of them reach the ground at the same instant. एउटै टाइममा त्यो 3टै स्टोनहरु 3टै पार्टिकलहरु रिच गरे. तो एउटै सेम टाइम इज t. We can suppose it as t. t टाइममा तिनीहरु यदि पुगे भने we can prove this. We have to prove this result is equal to 0. त्यहाँबाट निकाल्न सक्ने रिजल्टहरु हामीले जे निकाल्छौं. कुनै पार्टिकललाई माथि प्रोजेक्ट गर्दा र तिनले डिस्टेन्स कभर चाहिँ तल डाउनमा गर्दा आउने रिजल्टहरुलाई हामी यहाँ मिलाएर लेख्छौं. We can, if you substitute the value in LHS, then it will be 0. So we have to prove this one now. So now let's solve this equation here. So same time, according to the question, all of them, the time taken by all particles to reach the ground at t time. So let t be the time taken by 3 particles to reach the ground. So we can suppose for the time taken by 3 particles at the same time in ground. एउटै टाइममा ग्राउन्डमा पुगेको टाइमलाई हामी स्मल t लेख्छौं. And taking upward direction as positive. हामीले एउटा सर्टन हाइटबाट कुनै अब्जेक्ट प्रोजेक्ट गरेका छौं र त्यो प्रोजेक्ट गरेको पोइन्टबाट तलपट्टि डिस्टेन्स कभर भएको छ भने it can be written as like this, minus h1 is equal to u1t minus half gt square. So this is the formula if the object covers this distance below the point of projection. पोइन्ट अफ प्रोजेक्सन भन्दा पनि बिलोमा कुनै एउटा अब्जेक्टले डिस्टेन्स कभर गर्छ भने हामीले यति बेला लाउने फर्मुला यो हो. दिस इज द फर्मुला. So if you put down the value of this one, so you don't have the value, this one minus h1 u1t minus half gt square, and here minus, similarly minus h2 is equal to u2t minus half gt square, another value is this one, and minus h3 is equal to what, u3t minus half gt square. So this is for particle 1, particle 2 and particle 3. तीनवटा पार्टिकल भएको हुनाले and तिनीहरुको हाइट डिफरेन्ट र भेलोसिटी डिफरेन्ट भएको कारणले we can write down 3 equations like this. So now if you we can this one remove this minus we can remove from every equation. So if you remove this minus from first equation, it will be minus u1t plus half gt square. It is equation 1. And from this equation we get, if you remove the minus or eliminate minus from here, so it will be like this, all sign will be changed, and plus 1 by t gt square, it is equation 2. Similarly, this equation becomes S3 is equal to minus u3t plus half gt square, equation 3. So we obtain finally these equations from here. Now we have to show the value of h1 minus h2. So यदि ब्रैकेट में h1 minus h2 छ भने यहाँ पनि h1 र h2 छ. So this minus this, we have to do this one, h1 minus h2 for this equation, and we have also h2 minus h3, so we have to subtract this minus this, and again we have h3 minus h1, so this minus this, so we will do that minus term from these 3 equations. So let's see, subtracting, so by subtracting, अब यहाँ subtract गर्दाखेरि हामीले के पाउँछौं त, h1 minus h2 is equal to what, 1 minus 2 गर्दाखेरि this one tt, h1 minus h2, so this minus minus this means u2 minus u1, it will be u2 minus u1 times t is common over here, यो minus यो गर्दा minus पछि minus आउँदा plus हुन्छ, अनि t common लिँदा u2 positive हुन्छ, u2 minus u1 हुन्छ, and this minus this same term, so it will be cut down, it will be cancelled. So and h1 minus h2 भयो. Similarly now h2 minus h3 गर्दा के हुन्छ, h2 minus h3 गर्दा यो minus यो गर्दा u3 minus u2 times t, so this and this again cancelled, and like questions h3 minus h1 means this minus this गर्दाखेरि के हुन्छ, अब यहाँ h3 minus h1 is equal to यो minus यो गर्दा minus minus plus हुन्छ, यो चाहिँ plus हुन्छ, so u1 minus u3 times t, and this minus this again cancelled. So finally we get this term. Now we can substitute all the values of this term in this expression in left hand side. So let's take left hand side of this question. So here is u1 times s2 minus s3 plus u2 s3 minus h1 plus u3 h1 minus h2. So let's substitute the value of this term. Now we have h2 minus h3, u1 is same, h2 minus h3 means this term. So here is u3 minus u2 times t. So time t you can write down here, u1t plus u2, s3 minus h1 means here u1 minus u3 times t plus u3, h1 minus h2 means this one, u2 minus u1 t. So t is पछाडी लेख्नु र अगाडि लेख्नु एउटै हो t चाहिँ, so we can write down t over here. Now we can multiply all terms. Now what will happen now? Look at here, u1 u3. So it will be u1 u2 t, u1 u2 u1 u2 t, and after removing this bracket by multiplying this term again, u1 u2 t minus u2 u3 u2 u3 t plus u2 u3. So u2 u3 t minus u1 u3 t. So now we can cancel u1 u3 t, u1 u3 t. So u1 u2 t, u1 u2 t, u2 u3 t, u2 u2 t. So in this way we can find out 0, and this is the required result. If you look this question, then from this equation or from this expression we have to find out 0. So in this way we can solve it for any three particle which is projected from certain height, but the distance covered by this particle is below the point of projection. So in this case we can use this type of formula and just solving by removing this minus from this h1 h2 h3. Now we can subtract as looking from the question. So h2 minus h3 यो टर्म पत्ता लगाउनको लागि हामी माइनस गर्न सक्छौं, माइनस गर्ने र सल्भ चाहिँ गर्ने 1 2 3 यसरी माइनस गर्दै जाँदा सबै रिजल्टहरु हामी एलएचएस मा राखेर रिजल्ट निकाल्न सक्छौं. Now in this section we study about the motion of the body in inclined plane. So our topic is motion in inclined plane. So this is the topic. So we study about any particle which is in motion in inclined plane. So let's draw this inclined plane. So this is inclined plane. So if the body sliding down from this position or body projected upward from this position in inclined plane, that means slope, then what will be the equation of motion we can study over here. So the line or inclined plane makes the angle with the horizontal line is theta. So it is theta. That means theta is the angle of inclination with this line or horizontal line. So here we this one from this point, so we can find out this one. This is 90 minus theta. It is perpendicular. It is perpendicular to the line, so it will be 90 minus theta. It is 90 and this is theta, means it is of course 90 minus theta. So if we have the particle over here, then its acceleration will be g sine theta, and if the particle is here, then its acceleration is g cos theta. So we study two types of direction from here, g sine theta and g cos theta. As you know that if it is right angle triangle from here, now we are going to study this one, inclined plane body, equation of motion by body in inclined plane. So as you can see that this is under gravity under the towards the earth, and it is g sine theta. So sine theta means it is perpendicular. This is the product of gravity, the gravity or acceleration due to gravity times sine of the inclination. So it will be g sine theta, and it is if this is a gravity or acceleration due to gravity, and this will be cosine of the angle. It is the product of cosine of the angle, and this is acceleration. So in this case, if you take base, then it will be g cos theta. If you take perpendicular, then this will be sine theta. So in this way we can resolve into two parts of this acceleration due to gravity. So if it is gravity, then its one part is g sine theta. So it is the one part of gravity, and if we resolve another part, then it will be g cos theta. So it is based on base and it is based on perpendicular. So in this way we can resolve into two parts of g or acceleration due to gravity. So let's see two parts of this one. For a body sliding downwards, for a body sliding downwards, यदि कुनै एउटा बडी यो पोइन्टबाट टपबाट स्लाइडिङ डाउन हुँदैछ, स्लाइड हुँदैछ भने त्यति बेला हाम्रो अन्डर ग्राभिटी एक्सेलरेसन इज अलवेज पोजिटिभ, So in this case माथिबाट तल आउँदा always be taken as positive sign. So in this case we can find out this one u plus अब gt हुन्थ्यो भने t को t नै ठिक छ अब g को ठाउँमा हामी के लिन्छौं g sin थीटा लिन्छौं अब अघिल्लो केसमा हामी g मात्र लेख्थ्यौं अब g sin थीटा लेख्छौं यो केसमा हाम्रो यो पोजिसनबाट यो पोजिसनमा स्लाइड डाउन बटम लेभलमा टपबाट बटममा आइरहेको अवस्थामा डाउनवर्ड तिर कुनै पोजिसन कुनै पार्टिकल मुभ भइरहेको छ स्लाइड भइरहेको छ भने we can use this equation of motion. And another motion is यहाँनेर हाम्रो के आउँथ्यो h आउँथ्यो अब h आउँदैन l आउँछ l means it is the length. This is the length of inclined plane. Inclined plane को length भन्नु र distance भन्नु हाम्रो एउटै हो यो केसमा हामी l लिन्छौं so it is ut plus half अब g t square हुन्थ्यो अर्को केसमा अब g को ठाउँमा के आउँछ g sin थीटा आउँछ times t square हुन्छ so ut plus half gt square g को ठाउँमा g sin theta only. So in this way we can formulate the question. And another equation is v square is equal to u square minus u square plus 2g h हुन्थ्यो h भनेको यहाँ l हुन्छ this is l length of the inclined plane and g means it is g sin theta. So in every case we can write down the value of a is g sin theta over here. So it is u plus gt previous result जस्तै u plus g sin theta into t यो ut plus half gt square हुन्थ्यो g sin theta into t square and v square is equal to u square plus 2g h हुन्थ्यो अब h को ठाउँमा l हुन्छ र g को ठाउँमा g sin theta हुन्छ र sin र cos को टर्महरु यसमा चाहिँ आउँछ त्यो फर्ममा चाहिँ. So similarly for a body moving upwards अब कुनै बडी चाहिँ हाम्रो यो ग्राउन्ड लेभलबाट माथि इन्क्लाइन प्लेनमा माथि मुभ गर्दैछ भने यो अप 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 जाँदैछ भने माथि हायर लेभलमा जाँदैछ भने द फर्मुला विल बी सेम u g sin theta into t फर्मुला विल बी सेम बट साइन विल बी चेन्ज्ड हियर प्लस को ठाउँमा जस्ट यहाँ माइनस मात्र राख्नु पर्छ किनभने यो माथि अपवर्ड जाँदैछ सो इट इज अगेन्स्ट द ग्राभिटी को अपोजिटमा जाँदैछ तलबाट माथितिर जाने केसमा we can put minus sign. So all the terms are same but sign should be negative or opposite than the previous term. So it will be L is equal to ut minus half g sin theta into t square. Formula is same but sign will be changed. Now v square is equal to u square minus 2g sin theta into L. So this is the another term 2g sin theta into L. So this is the formula. So in this way wherever we have h then put L the value term L and wherever we have g we have to put down g sin theta. So in this way we can use or apply the formula of any particle when it is in inclined plane. So look at this question. A particle slides down a smooth plane. So it is inclined plane, smooth plane inclined at an angle of 30 degree. So it is inclined plane, so be careful. So it is the motion of the body in inclined plane. So it is under these topics. So angle is given here, 30 degree means it is the value of theta to the horizon or that means horizontal line. Find the velocity of the particle at the end of 4 seconds. 4 second मा particle को velocity कति छ हामीले पत्ता लगाउनु पर्ने छ and g is provided here 10 meter per second square. So from this information we can write down as so slide down smooth inclined plane मा हाम्रो slide भएको छ भने initial velocity means it is 0 starting velocity this is starting from the rest so it is 0 and theta is 30 degree so it is also known as angle of inclination theta is 30 angle made by inclined plane with horizontal line so it is theta. So also we can draw the figure so this one if the particle is here and it is sliding down from here then it will be 0 and the angle made by this inclined plane with horizontal line is theta so it is also given. So it is sliding from upward to downward. So after 4 seconds, what is the velocity of that particle? Time is given, so t is equal to 4. So write down t is equal to 4 seconds, and the final velocity of this object is how much? We have to find this velocity after 4 seconds. So let's write down the formula of v. So v is equal to u plus or minus, which one? Because body is sliding downwards, so write down plus sign. So it is gt हुन्थ्यो, अब यसमा के आयो g sin theta आयो. So it is the formula v is equal to u plus g sin theta into t. So this is the formula for the body sliding downwards. तल तल आएको बेलामा g is plus. Acceleration due to gravity is always positive. र माथि गएको बेलामा acceleration due to gravity is always negative. That's why write down the value of u and the value of g is 10. So it is in the question, and sin theta means sin 30 degree, and time is 4. So into 4. So it is sin 30 here. So write down the value of sin 30. Sin 30 means 1 by 2 into 4. Sin 30 को value लेख्ने र काट्दाखेरि के आउँछ 2 2 जा. So it will be 20 meter per second. So this is the final answer obtained by using this formula. So this is the final velocity of that particle, which is starting from here, and after t second means after 4 seconds, its velocity will be 20 meter per second. So in this way we can solve the problem. Okay, let's see the students. Let's see this question now. So what is given? A body is projected up. It is moving upward according to the question. It is not sliding downward. It is up, and it is based on inclined plane with a velocity of 14.7 meter per second. त्यो velocity मा यो माथि गएको छ. So it is initial velocity, and the inclination of the plane to the horizon be 30 degree. So this will be the theta, angle of inclination. We can write down theta. When will be its velocity? This one 14.7 velocity भएको particle लाई प्रोजेक्ट अप गर्दाखेरि यसको velocity 9.8 meter per second हुनलाई कति समय लाग्छ? So at what time it will be, its velocity will be this one. So we are going to find the time. When means time is unknown. That's why write down, and g is provided over here. So let's see the information, all the information over here. So u is equal to 14.7 meter per second, and theta is 30 degree, and final velocity is 9.8 meter per second, and small g is equal to 9.8 meter per second square. Now we have to find the small t. When means it is time. So time is required here. So we can use this formula. We know that v is equal to u minus g sin theta into t. So the body is projected up against the gravity. So the acceleration due to gravity is always negative. So write down negative sign, and the formula is same as previous question. So the value of b is 9.8, value of u is 14.7, and value of g is 9.8, and sin theta means it is, sin theta means what? 30 degree. So it is sin theta, and time is unknown. So we can write down the value of sin 30 from table, trigonometric table. So it is 9.8 is equal to 14.7 minus 9.8 into 1 by 2 into t. So sin 30 means 1 by 2, and we can cancel 9.8, 4.9. So if you solve it, then it will be this minus this. So what will be here? So 14.7, 9.8. If you minus from here 9, now 13, 9, 4, 13, 4.9. It will be minus 4.9 is equal to minus 4.9 t. So 4.9, 4.9 cancel, this and this cancel. So this is t is equal to 1. So it takes time 1 second when it will be, its velocity will be 9.8 meter per second. So to become this velocity, the particle or body takes 1 second. So this is the required time. So write down, hence the velocity of a body will be 9.8 meter per second after 1 second. So this is the required condition to become the velocity 9.8 meter per second. So in this way, we can use this formula, V is equal to U minus G sin theta into T, according to the provided information. So this is the solution of the particle velocity of the body after 1 second. So required time is 1 second. Okay, now the turn of this question, and question is, a particle is sliding from rest down. Particle is sliding downward, माथिबाट तल downward slide भएको छ, and it is the question related with inclined plane. So question is inclined plane over there. If its velocity becomes this one, यदि यसको velocity यति छ भने after covering a distance of 39.24 meter, यति मिटर यसले कभर गरेको छ भने along the plane मा, find the angle of inclination of the plane. र plane मा बनेको इक्वेसन, त्यो plane को angle of inclination कति छ त्यो निकाल्नु पर्ने छ. inclined plane मा कति डिग्री को एंगल बन्यो यदि कुनै पार्टिकलले 80 मिटर डिस्टेंस र यसको भेलोसिटी यति छ, फाइनल भेलोसिटी र स्टार्टिङ भेलोसिटी रेस्ट बाट गरेको हुनाले इनिशियल भेलोसिटी विल बी 0 अकॉर्डिंग टु द क्वेशन. रेस्ट बाट डाउन मा मूव भएको भएर रेस्ट भन्ने बित्तिकै 0 लेख्नु पर्छ. सो अकॉर्डिंग टु द इन्फर्मेसन वी कैन राइट डाउन लाइक दिस. सो u is equal to 0 meter per second because rest is here. कुनै एउटा सर्टन पोजिसन बाट रेस्ट पोजिसन बाट डाउनवर्ड मा आछ भने u becomes 0 in this case. So its velocity v is equal to 19.62 meter per second. So this is final velocity. So in shortcut we can write down v after covering this distance. So covering distance means length. In this case we have to write down the L. यो inclined plane मा हामी L लेख्छौं. So L is the distance covered by that particle. Find the angle of inclination means it is theta, and the G is also provided, so it is meter per second square. So these are the provided information. So with the help of this information we can find out the value of theta. अब हाम्रो यो information को help बाट theta निकाल्न गइरहेका छौं. So which formula is suitable for here? So let's see. We have, so which one is the suitable formula? We have V, U, L and G. यस्तोको लागि चाहिँ we can use V square is equal to U square plus 2GH. H को ठाउँमा L हुन्छ र G को ठाउँमा G sin theta हुन्छ. G sin theta हुन्छ. So it is the formula of V square is equal to U square plus 2GH. पहिला पढेको फर्मुला 2GH हो. H को ठाउँमा L र G को ठाउँमा G sin theta because it is inclined plane here. So it is plus because body is sliding downward. So at the case of downward we should write down plus sign. So write down the value. B means 19.6 को whole square. This is B. 19.62 still we have 9.62. And U square it is 0, and 2 into G means we have the value of 9.81, and sin theta we don't know here. Sin theta unknown is, so it is sin theta, it is this one, and L means 39.24, so it is 39.24. multiply this one. So we can solve it this question and write down the value of sin theta. So this into this means what? So we should multiply together, and here, so if we solve it, then sin theta is equal to, here is, so final solution from after this solving is 1 upon 2, and 1 upon 2 is the value of sin 30. 1 by 2 sin 30 को value हो. or we can write sine 30 degree. So theta is equal to 30. From comparing sine and sine, we get theta is equal to 30 degree. So this is the angle of inclination of the plane. So inclined plane makes the angle 30 degree with horizontal line in this case. So solve it after using calculator. We get final answer is 1/2, and 1/2 means it is the value of sine 30, and here is sine also. So we can compare, and theta is the 30 degree. So theta is 30. So in this way we can solve it according to the question, our question. Then now we are dealing this question. The question is a body is projected up an inclined plane. So this is the question based on inclined plane. So motion under the inclined plane with a velocity of this one. So this is projected off with this velocity. So this is initial velocity, and that means u, and the inclination of the plane. So it is inclination. So angle of inclination is denoted by theta, which is given in degree. What length of the plane will it cover after 4 seconds? So this is time. 4 seconds पछि तो body ले कति length cover गर्छ? We are going to find this one. So length is required here. So for this, we can find out this one. Now let's write initial velocity u means 25 meter per second. So it is given, provided in the question. And the angle of inclination means it is theta, and theta is 30 degree. And what length of the plane will it cover after 4 seconds means t is 4 seconds. And the length is equal to what? And the g is equal to, no, it is 10 given. So write down 10 meter per second square. So these are the provided information given by the question. Now we know that L is equal to, now the suitable formula is based on u, theta, t and L. There is no b, final velocity छैन. So b वाला formula use गर्न पाइएन, L वाला formula use गर्नु पर्यो. ut minus, it is minus because it is projected up. यो माथितिर project भएको छ. So that's why it is against the gravity. So minus half g and t square. But g को ठाउँमा अब के लेख्छौं हामी यहाँ sin theta लेख्छौं. Half g sin theta into t square. So this is the formula. So substituting all the values in this formula, we get the required term L. That's why let's put L means it is unknown. So u is 25 times t means 4 minus half into g means it is 10. Sin theta means sin 30. So write down sin 30. T square means it is 16. 4 square means it is 16. So solve it. 25 4s are 100. 2 5s are. This is 5. Sin theta means 1/2 into 16. So 2 8s are. This means 100 minus 8 5s are. 40 means what? It is 60. So it is distance. So write down its unit is meter. So it covers 60 meter after 4 seconds according to the information. So this formula is suitable on the basis of this data. So ut minus half g sin theta into t square. So after substituting all the value in sin theta is equal to 1/2. It is tabulated value of sine. So solve it, then you get the required term. So this is the distance covered by this body. So in this way we can solve it. Okay, students, now look at this question. A ball rolling down a smooth slope passes posts on the slope at equal distances. The velocities when passing 3 successive posts are x, y and z. So we have to prove that this x square, y square, z square are in AP. So this is the question. So the ball is rolling down here. Now we can draw the figure. So ball is rolling down from here with velocities this one. The velocities are given here. So its velocity is u, x. It is x provided by the question. So another post is here in equal distances. The distances will be equal. This is the post. And another distance is this one. This is the same distance. So its velocity is y, its velocity is z. So body is sliding down in this way from top to bottom. So there are 3 successive posts, 3वटा पोस्ट छ, त्यो 3वटा पोस्ट हुँदै एउटा बल रोलिङ भएको छ, यो इक्वल डिस्टेन्समा छ, यसले यो एल डिस्टेन्समा छ भने यो पनि एल डिस्टेन्समा छ. When passing 3 successive posts are this one, so prove that these are this one, x square, y square, z square are in AP. So in this case we can find out, so the angle made by this inclined plane with this is theta, and L is the distance between two. Now we can suppose it as, let L be the distance between two posts, two successive posts, and theta be the angle of inclination. So we can suppose it as like this, L and theta. So L is the distance between two posts, this is the distance L, and theta is the angle of inclination. We can see in the figure. Now for the post, from figure we can write down the formula like this. We have b square is equal to u square plus 2g sine theta into L. So this is the formula. So we have u here, initial velocity is x, final velocity is y. For two successive posts, यदि हामीले दुईटा पोस्ट मात्र हेर्यौ भने यसको इनिशियल भेलोसिटी x हुन्छ, यसको फाइनल भेलोसिटी y हुन्छ, र यसले कभर गरेको डिस्टेन्स l हुन्छ, g को भ्यालु हामी g नै लेख्छौं. So if you substitute the value, this will be y square, and initial velocity is x, so it will be x square, and 2g sine theta into L. So this is the expression or equation from this one. So actual formula is this, and velocities are given here, x, y and z respectively. So we get this term, equation 1. Or we can write down y square minus x square, or better to express in this form. Therefore y square minus x square is equal to 2g sine theta into L. So this is equation 1. And similarly, if we find out the velocities from this particle to this particle by using the same formula, then we get similarly the formula will be same, and the equation will be from this particle, this post to this post, means it is z square minus y square is equal to 2g sine theta into L. So it is equation 2. So from the same process we can obtain this result, and this is also 2g sine theta into L, this is also 2g sine theta into L. So with comparing equation 1 and 2, this equal to this, so we can directly obtain from this result from 1 and 2. So by comparing from 1 and 2, we get y square minus x square is equal to z square minus y square. So our proof is x square, y square, z square are in AP. So for AP, or to become AP, this minus this is equal to this minus this. That means they are common difference. It is common difference, and for AP, common differences are equal. So let's find out y square minus x square. This is y square minus x square, and this is z square minus y square. Here is also z square minus y square. So this means x square, y square and z square are in AP, which is the suitable expression for AP. So common differences between this and this, y square minus x square, it is here, and common differences between this and this means z square minus y square. So D1 is equal to D2. That means common differences for these two terms and these two terms are equal. So in this way, if you find or if you apply this formula from here, we have initial velocity, final velocity for two successive posts. And in this case, if you find out the value, then we obtain this result. And for these two posts, if you again substituting the same value, apply same value, then we get another equation. And now equating or comparing these two equations, we get this one. So our final result is this one, which shows that x square, y square, z square are in AP. So in this way, we can solve this question. Okay, we have this problem now. A ball projected off inclined plane. एउटा inclined plane मा हाम्रो ball projected गरिएको छ, यहाँबाट project गरिएको छ inclined plane, and ball is projected off inclined plane, travels first 10 meter in 1 second. So first 10 meter हाम्रो यो 10 meter cross गरेको छ, यो 10 meter सम्म चाहिँ यो 10 meter cross गर्दा it takes 1 second, and the next 10 meter, so from this to this अर्को 10 second भनेको 20 meter भयो, it is 20 meter from here starting बाट यहाँसम्म, अर्को next 10 भनेको starting बाट 20 meter भयो, यो चाहिँ next 10 meter into 1/2 second, that means 5/2 seconds हुन्छ यो. So time taken by this particle in next 10 meter into 1/2 second. How much further will it travel before it comes to rest? यो रेस्ट मा आउनु भन्दा अगाडि यसले अरु कति ट्राभल गर्छ भनेर सोधिएको छ क्वेशनमा. So we can suppose it as like this. Let u be the initial velocity of projection, देखो velocity of projection, and theta be the this is theta, and theta be the angle of inclination. So we can suppose it as like this. U र theta लाई हामीले यसरी सपोज गर्यौं. अब आउने इक्वेसन अफ मोसन मा हाम्रो यस्तो टर्म आउँछ, त्यसकारण हामीले सपोज गर्यौं यसमा प्रोजेक्टेड गर्दाखेरि कुनै एउटा सर्टन भेलोसिटी लाई हामीले अप गरे प्रोजेक्ट गरिएको हुन्छ, त्यसको भेलोसिटी पनि जान्नु पर्छ. So it will be u. So we have the formula L is equal to ut minus half gt square, means g sin theta over here, g sin theta यसरी लिनु पर्छ. L is equal to ut minus half g sin theta t square. So this is the formula. So we can find out this distance. Distance is 10 meter. So write down this is distance. So L को ठाउँमा 10 meter राखौं र u is the projection velocity or initial velocity. Time is 1 second. So write down 1 second time. So this is time, and this is half g. We don't know the value of g, and sin theta is same, and t square means it is 1 square according to the question. So if you solve it, then we get 2 tens at 20. This is the, after taking LCM, 2 into u means it is 2u, and it is g sin theta. So it is equation 1. So this is equation 1 from this relation. And again, L is equal to same formula we have. This L is equal to same formula, but now this is the whole distance from this to this position. अहिले भर्खरै हामीले यो फर्मुला युज गरेको यो डिस्टेन्स बाट यो डिस्टेन्स सम्मको लागि हो. अब यो डिस्टेन्स बाट यो डिस्टेन्स सम्मको टोटल लेन्थ निकालौं. So L is equal to 20 now, and u into t means it is 1 second plus 5/2 seconds, means it is total this time 1 plus 5/2. So this is total time taken by that particle from here to here. So 1 second also included, because total time is taken and it is total distance. अर्को 10 मिटर भनेपछि पहिला 10 मिटर अलरेडी भइसकेको छ र यो 10 मिटरले गर्दा 20 मिटर भयो, and time is also added and distance is also should be added. Minus half g sin theta. T square means again 1 plus 5 by 2 ko whole square. Now we can solve it like this. 20 is equal to, it is 7 by 2. So 7u by 2. Total ma you 7 by 2 huncha. 2 1 2 plus 5 7. 7 into u. 7u by 2 minus, this is also 7 by 2 and 49 by 4 now. So write down 49 and here is 4. 4 to the 8 and g sin theta. So this is the question. So if you take LCM of this 8, so 8 to the 160, write down directly 160. So 2 4 the 7 4 the 28 u minus, and this one 49 g sin theta. So this is equation 2. Now solving this 1 and 2. Now solving equation 1 and 2, we get the value of u and value of sin theta. So value of is obtained from this is 82 by 7 after calculating this one. यो term 2u right, 28u मा हामीले u को भ्यालु निकाल्दाखेरि यहाँ 49 छ, यसलाई 49 ले मल्टिप्लाई गर्ने, or we can substitute the value of u or g sin theta from here to here. We can obtain this one value, and sin theta is equal to 24 upon 7g. So this is the value of sin theta obtained by 1 and 2. So finally now, so this is the question, how much further will it travel before it comes to rest? Rest मा आउनु अगाडि यसले फर्दर ट्राभल कति गर्छ भन्नको लागि हाम्रो 20 त अलरेडी छँदैछ, तो 20 टोटल डिस्टेन्स 20 छँदैछ, त्यसमा प्लस x उसले फर्दर ट्राभल गर्ने भयो, त्यसलाई प्लस x लेखेर हामीले गर्दाखेरि यसो गर्न सक्छौं, v स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टु u स्क्वायर माइनस 2g sin थीटा u स्क्वायर 2gh, h भनेको अब यहाँ l हुन्छ र फर्मुला यो लाउने, र यो रेस्टमा लास्टमा रेस्टमा आउने भएको हुनाले फाइनल भेलोसिटी इज 0 एन्ड इनिशियल भेलोसिटी इज दिस वान 82 by 7, 82 by 7 को होल स्क्वायर and 2g sin theta. Sin theta also we have the value of sin theta here. Sin theta को भ्यालु पनि लेखौं यहाँ 24 by 7g, g cancel, and L means it is 20 plus x. 20 plus x, this g and this g cancel already, and if you solve it then we can find out the value of x. So directly we can write down x is equal to 1 upon 84 meter. So before coming to rest, it can travel 1 upon 84 meter further. So in this way, the distance traveled by this particle from this point to this point is observing by this formula, and same distance, the distance covered by this particle, same particle from starting to ending, that means 10 plus 10, 20 meter is observing by this formula. And after solving this equation and this equation 1 and 2, we can solve here, and finally we get the value of u and sin theta like this, and our final velocity will be 0 because it will be rest for final. So after substituting u and sin theta value, we get the value of x. X be the distance covered by body after 20 meter. So this is the total distance. 20 meter already it covered the distance, plus x distance, it is the further distance which can be moved by this ball. Now we can see this question now. So that the time of fall down and inclined plane of a given base is least when the inclination is 45 degree. So this angle of inclination we are going to show when the base is least. So now here the time of fall down on inclined plane of the given base is least. When time is least, at that time angle of inclination will be 45 degree. This is the question. So let's draw one inclination. Now here, so one particle is here. So time of this particle is sliding down from this point to inclined plane, and here u is equal to 0. It is sliding down from this position. So angle of inclination is theta. It is theta, and let's write down this one solution. So let theta be the, so this is, suppose this is, let's draw the right angle triangle. This is base is denoted by B, and it is a length, and length is denoted by L. So let theta be angle of inclination with horizontal line, this theta, and base B, and length B L. So L भनेको length हो यसमा, so B represents base and theta represents angle of inclination. So in this case we can write down, now we can use L is equal to, so here is also the time, so L is equal to ut plus half g sin theta into t square. So if you find out the value of cos theta or sin theta here from here, then we get the value of something. Base र L छ भने we can find out the value of cos theta over here. So find out the cos theta from here. So from this, in this figure we can find out, so from figure cos theta is equal to base by hypotenuse. So base is B and hypotenuse is, that is length. So length is written here for L, and here from this we can find out the value of B, and B is L cos theta or L cos theta. This is the value of B from here. So if you find out the, again we have L is equal to ut plus half g sin theta into t square, then write down the value. L means we can find out from the L, right? The value of L. यहाँबाट L को value निकाल्नु पर्छ. So therefore L is equal to what? B upon cos theta. So this value is substituted here. L भनेको B by cos theta is equal to ut plus half g sin theta into t square. So this is the expression by putting the value of L from this triangle, from where we can able to find the value of L. So t is common here, ut, and but u is 0 here, so u is 0. So let's eliminate this value. Now b cos theta is equal to, u means it is 0, so half g sin theta into t square. So from here t square is equal to 2 times b. So write down 2b divided by g sin theta over here. So g sin theta into cos theta. So this is the value obtained from here, and it will be now, if you multiply by 2, this into 2 and into 2, then it will be 2 to the 4 times b. माथि र तल हामीले 2 ले मल्टिप्लाई गरौँ यसमा. यसो गर्दा 2 sin theta cos theta will be sin 2 theta. Here is sin 2 theta, and from here we get the value of t. So t is root under 4b divided by g sin 2 theta, and 4 को root हाम्रो 2 हुन्छ, and root under b upon g sin 2 theta हुन्छ. र यसमा हामीले देख्न सक्छौं हामीले भन्न सक्छौं यसमा चाहिँ this sin to theta t will be least हामीले यो टाइम this time will be least हामीले टाइमलाई एकदमै सानो मिनिमम बनाउनु पर्ने छ र हाम्रो यो टाइमको भ्यालु आएको छ टाइमलाई मिनिमम बनाउनको लागि यो sin to theta को भ्यालु म्याक्सिमम हुनुपर्छ so here t will be least if sin to theta is maximum and sin to theta will be maximum if theta is sin to theta is 1 sin to theta is maximum and sin to theta is maximum sin to theta is maximum when sin to theta is equal to 1 so 1 means it is sin 90 so sin to theta means it is sin 90 means 1 so 2 theta is equal to 90 degree therefore theta is equal to 45 degree which is proved so in this way we can find out the total time taken which is least for this question 45 degree so in this way we can find out the 45 degree and so here is a t based on the value of t is based on the value of theta so theta भनेको हाम्रो t को भ्यालु sin to theta को भ्यालुमा डिपेन्ड गर्छ because b upon g is the constant value and if sin to theta is equal to is maximum value then t will be least and sin to theta कति बेला maximum हुन्छ भने sin to theta यदि हाम्रो 1 भयो भने sin को भ्यालु maximum भनेको 1 हो र 1 हुनको लागि it will be sin 90 हुनुपर्छ दुईतिरको sin क्विट गरेपछि 2 theta is equal to 90 and theta is equal to 45 so this is the answer this is our required result so this result is shown here so theta is equal to 45 is the correct answer for the time which should be least time so we have this question now a heavy particle slides down a smooth inclined plane of given height so one of the inclined plane is here so given height one of the height is here so height is denoted by h and this is the length is denoted by l so this is l so particle slides down from here and so that time of descent varies at the second so time which is calculated from this question is directly proportional to the secant means it is the term of sec so it is the full form of secant of the inclination of the plane to the vertical so the angle of inclination is this theta which is with this angle is made by inclined plane with vertical height सँग बनाएको एंगललाई हामीले थीटा लिने भनेको छ यहाँ vertical भनेको ए लाइन हो यो लाइन सँग vertical लाइन सँग बनाएको एंगल चाहिँ angle of inclination is this one so write down we can show this question from here let theta be the angle of inclination to the vertical height सँग बनाएको एंगल हाम्रो थीटा हो र let height h be the height let height be h and length be l length लाई l मान्ने र height लाई h मान्ने यसो गर्दा from figure cos theta is equal to b by h गर्दाखेरि b यो भयो h यो भयो so h by l it will be h by l so from this we get the value of l which is useful to substitute in the next equation of motion so l means h upon cos theta l भनेको h upon l यता गयो cos theta यता आयो so l will be h upon cos theta So now we can use the formula of this one. L is equal to ut minus ut माथिबाट slice down भनेपछि it will be plus ut plus half g sin theta into t square. So this is the formula, and L means h upon cos theta. See, it is h upon cos theta, and slide down means it will be 0. So यहाँबाट slide down भएको छ भने u is equal to 0 हुन्छ, u is equal to 0 here. From here top बाट slide down हुने बित्तिकै value of u is 0. So half g, no, it is g cos theta, not g sin theta. Acceleration due to gravity of this particle is g cos theta here, not g sin theta. So write down g cos theta. So it is g cos theta times t square. So it is g cos theta into t square. So finding out the value of t square from here. So 2 into h, it is 2h, and divided by g cos square theta. This cos and this cos means cos square theta. So if you find out the value t over here, then root under 2h upon g, 1 upon cos means it is sec. It is sec. यो स्क्वायर हटाउँदा यहाँ रुट अन्डर आउँछ, रुट अन्डरमा cos स्क्वायर थीटा भनेको cos हुन्छ र 1 by cos भनेको sec हुन्छ र यो टर्म हाम्रो 2h by g स्क्वायर रुटमै छ, स्क्वायर रुटमा लेख्ने. So as you can see that this is t, value of t, and since 2h by g is constant, it is constant term. h र g भनेको हाम्रो यो height पनि constant, acceleration due to gravity पनि constant. So if this is constant, then we can say that t is directly proportional to sec theta. So in this way we can prove this result. Its value depends upon the sec theta. It is constant, never changed, but t depends upon the value of secant. So time of descent भनेको झर्न लागेको टाइम केमा बेस्ड छ, केमा भेराइज हुन्छ भन्दा केमा डाइरेक्टली प्रोपोर्सनल हुन्छ भन्दा सेकको टर्मसम्म, किनकि सेक भनेको अब यो सेक थीटा गर्दाखेरि इन्क्लिनेसनमा डिपेन्ड गर्छ. थीटाको भ्यालु जति ग्रेटर हुँदै गयो टाइम त्यति बढ्दै जान्छ, थीटाको भ्यालु जति लेस हुँदै गयो टाइमको भ्यालु कम हुँदै जान्छ. t will be less if theta is less. So 2h upon g constant भएको कारणले t is directly proportional to sec theta. So here g cos theta means acceleration due to gravity. Acceleration due to gravity is g cos theta. यो केसमा g cos theta हुन्छ, त्यसैले g sin को ठाउँमा हामीले g cos theta लेखेका छौं. Acceleration due to gravity along this one. यदि angle based on the vertical height, then it will be g cos theta. हामीले cos theta सँग लिन्छौं, बेस र हाइपोटेन्युज आएको भएर यसमा cos theta को टर्म आउँछ. यो बेस, यो हाइपोटेन्युज, बेस र हाइपोटेन्युज आउने बित्तिकै हामीले यो टर्मलाई g cos theta लेख्न पाउँछौं. So sin theta को ठाउँमा write down g cos theta. So this is the answer. So in this way we can solve it. From here we can substitute the value of L, and finally t will be this one. So its value depends upon the sec theta, and so since it is constant, it will be directly proportional to the sec theta. So in this way we can solve this question according to this one. So we are able to show the time is directly proportional to the sec theta from this information.